Hi, this is Randy with a little tutorial video. I'm trying a different touch here, a little personal touch with my little talking head window. Probably won't last long. As I go flipping around between screens, it'll probably disappear. But anyway, I wanted to start off, I want to show two things. The read more link we use quite a bit, both in articles and in newsletters. They're a little bit different in function and also how you insert them, so I'm going to demonstrate both of those. So I'm looking right now at the Zen Sangha letter, okay, and I have put in the most recent version that I have. I've also put in the formatting, and I have published it. It is on the front page, as we can see there. So now I'm going to Alt-Tab over to that one, refresh just to make sure I've got the latest screen up, and sure enough, there it is on the front page. Since it's the most recent one, it's going to go to the top, the Zen Sangha letter. But we notice that you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and it goes on, which isn't good for the front page. Usually we want them kind of short. So we'd like to have a little break with read more. Maybe where, maybe after the opening verse there, or maybe after that line about this time of year most members make their donation. Let's try that. So I'm going to go back to the editor. I'm going to scroll up to that point. I'm going to click right here where my cursor is, right after "Won't you join them?" And then I'm going to go up and use this very simple little icon. It's called Insert Read More. If you hover over the icons, it will tell you what it is. So it's this one that divides the screen into two pieces. Be careful, there's a very similar one up here that inserts a horizontal line, and this one inserts read more. So I'm going to insert that, and then you get this funny looking little blue divider in the editor, and I'm going to apply that. And then I'm going to go back to the front page and see what it looks like. I'm going to refresh. And see, now we have our first few paragraphs, and right there where we put it, there is a more link. And you click that, and it takes us to the news article page where we have the full page there. Okay? And if we sign in, we'll have the ability to enter comments as well. So, just to recap, that's this very simple little icon here, Insert Read More. As the software changes, and we've changed editors once in a while to try and resolve various problems, this toolbar may look different, but generally that one is always there. That one and this chain link to insert the hyperlink, which is another thing we're going to use in just a moment, those generally stay the same. So we are finished here. That's how to insert a read more link into an article. So I could just close because I've applied, but it's always good practice to save your changes. And I apologize, my interface is a little different from yours since I have the administrator backend. I'm going to go to the newsletters, and I'm going to pull up the newsletter, which was created a little while back, so I have to go down in the list a little bit. January 2015 newsletter. And here's the newsletter, and here's the Zen Sangha letter, and I have some changes from Sensei. So I want to, this is the file that he sent. Let's see, is this the one? This is the full one. I'm going to close that. Where is the partial? Here we go. I'm going to select that text. I'm going to, can I do it from here? I may have to download it first. Probably will. Okay, let's do that. This is the read more, the short one. Save. Now I'm going to open that. I'm going to select all. Now I'm going to copy. Now I'm going to go into my editor, which is here, and I'm going to delete what's already there very carefully. So I'm not using the mouse, I'm using the cursor just because I find that gives me more fine control, which is, in this editor, is tricky in the newsletter editor. Yeah, let me try a different way. And I'm sorry, that's just something I can't control very well. Okay, so now I'm going to delete that. Now what am I going to do? I want you to watch this very carefully. First of all, that image is taking up a lot of room. I'm going to go to full screen just because it's easier a little bit. I'm going to put my cursor here. I'm going to use this icon, paste as plain text, so it doesn't carry over all the formatting from Word or whatever, which really messes up an HTML editor. I'm going to insert it. So I have plain text here. And what I'm going to do, and it looks like it's bold, probably just left over from what was already there. Oops, and we get the highlighting problem again. So I'm going to start from the top. Yeah. And I'm going to just select down on my keys. Okay. And so yeah, sure enough, it was bold because this key is highlighted. I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to look at the formatting the way it's desired to be. So the first paragraph should be in italics, then the first line of the second paragraph should be in blue. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to put that in italics. I'm going to go to Dear Friends here, Dear Good Friends. I'm going to make that blue. Okay. This paragraph is in italics, the next one's plain, the next one after that is blue. Here's the quote that should be in italics, and there's the funky select again. You just have to be careful. That one is in italics. And we'll make this one blue. And then the next line is bold. To make a deduction is bold. To join is bold. Bold. To join is bold. I know this is tedious to watch, but I'm trying to make a few points. For example, save early, save often. So I'm going to, you can't save from within full screen, so I'm going to take that down. I'm going to apply. That's going to keep my work. So I haven't lost all that work. So now I'm going to go back to full screen because that's so much easier to work from. The formatting is looking pretty close. Let's see. I need bold, bottom line in blue. Oops. Okay. Yeah. I think that was blue and bold. Yep, I believe so. Now we need to insert the links. And just in case anybody was unclear about that, I've highlighted the text I want to link. I'm clicking the chain link icon here. And then we put in the URL, www.aszc.org. I'm going to have it open in a new window. I'm going to insert, and I should get a message saying this is an internal link or external link. Do you want to put the http:// Yes. So there's that link. Now, the membership, and here's a good example of, if you don't know the link off the top of your head, have the window that you want to go to open. There it is. And you can just select, copy that link, go into your editor. I've highlighted the text I want to create a link from. Click the link tool. It just pulled up the last one we used. I'm pasting in that URL, updating, and so those two links are set. Now for the read more, the one that's generated a lot of confusion apparently. I'm going to again find the page that I want to link to. Okay, so that's under News, the Zensanga letter. And here's the link. So I'm selecting that and copying that. So I'm going to go in here. Now I'm going to, and this read more is just text that's been typed in. It's not, it's just typed in like any other text. As a matter of fact, I could erase that and put it back in. I'm going to highlight that, click the insert edit link, paste in the URL for that page. That one's going to open in the same window. Open in current window, update. Now I'm going to close my window, or not close, minimize my window so I can apply my changes. I'm going to preview it. I'm going to send it to myself. There's my email address, send a test. Go over here, see how quickly my email comes, what kind of junk email I've got in here. Why don't I have my... We can delete some of these while I'm waiting. Come on, come on, I'm trying to make a point. And of course it's not coming through, but I always send myself a copy of the email to test it. So let me review while that's happening. And then we'll check for the email. So I'm going to go back into edit. So one of the few things I wanted to demonstrate was I always paste into plain text using this icon, paste as plain text. That saves a lot of trouble. Then I go in and do the formatting that I want to do. The selection is very tricky. If you try and select with your mouse, sometimes it's difficult. So I will put my cursor somewhere, use my arrow keys to arrow over, and then do a shift select with the arrow keys. That makes it easier to select only what you want and then format it. I showed how to use the hyperlink button to create hyperlinks, and the read more is exactly the same thing. You just type in the text read more, and then you create a link to the page you want to go to, and you have to know where that is. Depends on whether you created a news item or a Dharma byte as to where it goes, and then you copy that and you paste it into the link selection. Now let's see if I've talked long enough to receive the email. Unfortunately, I have not, but so I can't demonstrate that it actually worked. That's always the way when you're doing a demonstration, apparently. Let me just check to see if I actually did send the test. I did send the test. Successfully sent. I don't recall if I saw that before. I guess I could go back and watch the video. Oh well, I'm not going to make you wait through any more of this video. So that is how you insert those two types of README links and a few other tips and tricks on using the editor. I hope this helps.